technical difficulties, so apologies for the wait.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we get the players in the lobby, we will be getting underway with the first match. So, all right, Zane, I got a question for you. In this best of 7, how many proxy T-Rexes will we see?
I think one.
One?
Yeah.
Will there be Reapers?
I don't think so. I don't think these guys respect each other's micro too much.
That is a good point to consider.
I mean, even if you are like, oh yeah, my micro is the best in the world, you still don't risk it against someone you as good as either of these two.
Yeah, absolutely, that's a good point.
Have you had a chance to land on the new map, or the old map, rather?
Have I, or have the new players?
You.
Myself? Yeah, I played a few games on the ladder. It's kind of funny. Most of the time I look at the ladder and go, I have no idea what any of these maps are. But it was nice to see that this time I knew all the maps, which, you know, doesn't happen very often. But it at least means I can go into the ladder and play Zergs and not get killed instantly.
You say that, but the map was so bad with Fortress versus Zerg.
That is true, I did get killed instantly by a Zerg recently.
I played a few games on the map before, and then I was like, no point.
You've just given up entirely.
Yeah, I mean, also on Twitter you see all the pros complaining about it.
I have a question for you, Zane. What are your thoughts of Legacy of the Void, what we've seen so far from BlizzCon?
I'm really happy with the changes. I think StarCraft 2 is already such a good game. Like, Legacy of the Void just makes it even better. Like, all the changes they have on, like, Final and not, like, everything. Like, for example, Progress is really underpowered in the most recent build they showed. But obviously, like, everyone's just a work in progress. And I'm really happy with the direction they're going in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really looking forward to the beta. I'm sure it's going to be, like, things are going to change a lot during the beta. Like, David Kim said, they're considering doing, like, really radical changes, but they're going to wait for beta so they can, like, get, like, really good feedback when they do them.
Nice.
So it's going to be interesting. It'll be like the Hearthstone one beta where every week the borders and everything completely changes because they've just, like, changed everything.
That would be pretty cool. My computer is not wanting to show Twitch chat at the same time as having StarCraft open, so, you know, that happens sometimes.
Mm.
So we're going with no Twitch chat, I guess. Prodigy is slowly getting into the game. I'm sure he'll be here any minute now.
I think he's connecting from Korea or something. I think he's playing in some easy tournament over there.
Oh, is he briefly bashing out WCS America quickly before he comes over here to clean up Gooseman?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's interesting, these Team Liquid players, they always have so much technical errors surrounding AJ against Innovation, and also at BlizzCon. I had a lot of technical issues too. Yeah,
absolutely, that is true.
Of course, Prodigy is a lot better than Tage. Tage is just a Korean.
Yeah, Prodigy is from outer space, so that does give him an advantage over the Koreans. And on top of that, he's actually qualified in Europe, America, and Korea all at the same time, which is quite impressive.
I mean, the British meta game is just so far ahead of the Koreans.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's no, not something that you would have seen much before, but hopefully today's stream you'll get an idea of just how powerful the British metagame really is.
Indeed.
They don't call us Great Britain for nothing.
Exactly.
Once again, to everyone in chat, we do apologise for the delay to the start of this series. We've had a bunch of technical issues today, and also apologies for Zane's mic being a bit iffy. It's just a culmination of Blizzard hating us and the internet hating us. But You're not going to want to miss out on this show match, I can guarantee that.
Definitely.
We have Figaro offering to stand in for LiquidProdigy. I think Figaro's a bit worse though than LiquidProdigy. It wouldn't really be fair on Gooseman to put him up against a worse opponent.
We want a good show match, especially when there's so many PCS points on the line. We can't just do things like that.
No, absolutely not. It would be a bit of a sham.
Blizzard would just revoke our license, I think.
Yeah, our WCS license would be revoked, and we'd have to shut down our amazing studio here in the heart of London.
I think Prodigy needs another invite, and then he should be good to go.
That's a good idea. I will give that a go, and maybe this time he'll actually join the game. There we go! We have all the players in the lobby for the first time tonight, and it might mean that we get to start a game soon.
Wow, looking forward to it. Been looking forward to it all week.
All week. This is like I woke up 3 days ago excited for this show match. I had to wait.
Dreamed about it.
I did several times.
Yeah, and I always woke up disappointed.
I was so excited for this show match that my hard drive committed suicide.
Yeah, your hard drive was excited.
My hard drive got overexcited and then its arm fell off.
So we should be going into the game very soon.
Very soon indeed. I'm just going to double check that I got my hotkeys set up correctly. There we go. And assuming both players are ready.
Yeah. I mean, these when you're at this level, you're always ready.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the players are so ready that they forget to say that they're ready in chat, and then we can't start the game. That's just how ready they are. They're already thinking, like, they're already building drones.
Very hot things on the
Okay, we're good to go. So let's get into the first game of the evening on Cloud Kingdom.
I wonder what kind of openers will be from this first game. I'm kind of
Absolutely.
no, I don't think a gas first will come on this. I think both players are going to open with their standard, safe, solid macro game.
That would be cool to see.
We want to test the waters.
So over here in the top right position, would you like to introduce the players, Zane?
We have possibly the best player in the world right now. Second place at BlizzCon, over 13 Premier tournaments, 6 times I-Series champion. You're up for LiquidProdigy.
Thank you, Zane. And down in the bottom left corner,
We have recently switching to Terran. One of the most innovative players to grace the game. It is Gooseman. Playing sponsored by Doritos and Mountain Dew, of course.
of course, absolutely. So I've just realised with a horrible sinking feeling of dread, I'm using the wrong overlay, and that means we're going to have no production tab for the rest of the game. But never mind, we can just guess what the players are building and look at the beautiful, beautiful supply counts.
Do you really have the production tab?
We have nothing, we have supply and a name.
Supply and the name. Well, I have the production tab.
You can tell me what they're building, Zane.
Right now, they're both building SCVs and some SSRV. Perfect timing from both players. In fact, oh my, Gooseman's actually slightly ahead. Like, his SCV is just more. I guess this is what happens when you micro your SCVs individually from the start of the game.
Yeah, when you have that fast micro, it's kind of impossible to not get ahead at the beginning of the game unless your opponent is an octopus.
So you have the barracks going down for both players, roughly at the same time, but again, Gooseman's slightly faster, and even his refinery is slightly faster. In fact, I said, Prodigy going for his gas at 14 rather than 13. I guess this means that he wants to play more economic game, and wow, the double gas, you almost never see this in TV.
Yeah, that's really weird. I'm not quite sure why a Terran would need 2 gas, because none of their units actually cost gas. So...
Why? Gooseman will show you why, he knows.
yeah, he's just showing off. Like, he knows that he doesn't actually need that many minerals to win in the early game. So his current plan is to just collect gas for the late game, where he's going to make a mass battlecruiser transition.
If you look at the next to the barracks in Gooseman's space, he actually has an SCV there behind his barracks. So when the scouting SCV of Prodigy comes in, you can just kill it with that. I mean, he can probably surround it with just that.
Yeah, he could surround it with that one SCV. It's a pretty pro strategy. Not many players are actually able to do such an impressive strat.
So the Marine is going to come down and intercept the SCV, which he knows is there, but no, oh my god, so smart. He leaves it alive, so show this reactor, so but he wants it with the SCV, but the SCV leaves, so I guess he wants him to see the double gas. So we might see some fast CC coming down, so the double gas might be a fake.
Yeah, the double gas is actually a trick, and that's why he left this SCV alive. He's actually going to quickly expand, probably. And look, oh, what do we have over here?
The proxy factory is slightly faster than the not proxy factory of Prodigy, and interestingly enough, the gas spread, two for Gooseman and just 2 for Prodigy. You almost never see these kind of highly specific gas timing in PvT. These players showing us how important mineral is, because they don't want all of their gas.
No.
They just want what they need, and they know what they need.
Engineering bay coming down, probably for missile turrets, just in case his opponent's going Banshees. You can never be too safe.
Well, gas, and he's like, okay, you're going Banshee probably. Right? I'll just make an eBay and I'll be fine. But no, the armor going down for Gooseman. Is this going to be a Thor rush? Or a Hellbat rush? I mean, okay, the Attack Lab, this is going to be a Thor rush. I knew we would see something amazing from these two players.
A Thor rush. Wow, we haven't seen this since the likes of I can't even remember who it was.
Against Naniwa in some.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I remember that. And Prodigy, amazing, hiding the XP behind the minerals of the natural Gooseman, so he can see the CC timing. But the CC could still be being built in the main. But I mean, at this point, he expects Banshees, I think. That's why he made the engineering bay. But, oh my god, so smart. I don't know what he saw, but he saw something. He's not even going to waste minerals on the turret because he knows the store is probably coming.
So, I can't tell what's being produced out of this factory. I'm just going to guess that it's a Thor. It's really hard to be able to tell what's going on when you can't actually see the production queue of any building on the map. It's just kind of like a never-ending surprise as to what's going to pop out of this building next. But it's taking a reasonable time to build, so we're going to go with it being a Thor. Both players are up to 2 gases now.
Prodigy is making a tank.
It was a siege tank. Okay, well, it's basically a Thor.
Yeah, well, I mean, you need an armory to make a Thor. And even Prodigy's not good enough to make an armory without an armory.
And we're going to see the first engagement of the match. That Marine is dead.
And that Thor's going to pop soon, and the Medivac's going to pop soon. Will we be seeing a Thor drop or a full-on Thor push?
It's a good question. Who can say?
And
It's
so interesting, because usually when you do this type of Thor push, you pull the SCVs so they can mass repair the Thor. But he hasn't pulled the SCVs yet. Maybe he's going to wait for the second Thor and then pull the SCVs? And wow, this is so smart. Prodigy building his barracks on the low ground. I guess he's faking an expansion, or maybe this is going to come useful when it comes to Hellions or something, I don't know.
And on top of that, he's pushing out with all his Marines to surround the Thor that he already knows is being built on his third. It's clever play.
These are being pulled, and once more, I just want to state how amazing it is what Prodigy's doing. He left one tank and 2 Marines at home with the second tank on the way, and he knows the Thor rush is coming, but with this small amount of units, he's still confident he can hold it, and I guess this Marine counter-track is going to do a lot of damage to the...
I think the Marines will be able to kill all of the buildings before they lift off, and then he's going to be able to just win the game, because he's just going to kill all of this stuff. Like this tank out here, it's a bait for the other siege tank, so the other siege tank can get free damage on the rest of the army.
He doesn't care about the tank, he chose to buy an amazing micro, the tank even survives, he just sent it across the map.
The SCV's not even repairing the Thor, they're just destroying that barracks, because why not?
Still at the moment he doesn't. Now these Marines destroy the reactor, and now they're going for the barracks. He knows he doesn't need to kill SCVs, he knows that production is the key thing. And the Thor being dropped on top of the tank.
That micro is unbelievable, I don't think I've ever seen a play that good.
Oh my god, well, 20, there's like 40 SCVs on this one base on Prodigy, and like 20 for Gooseman. But, oh my god, this counter-attack is so good. He's kept supply block for Gooseman, and he might get off the supply block, who knows? And more SCVs in production, because, I mean, have you seen Prodigy's SCV micro? If not, you're about to see it.
That is amazing. There's so many SCVs, I think he needs more. You can't quite be sure. The interesting thing to note is Gooseman is not lifting his buildings. He's actually lost his entire base before he lifted the building. And oh! The proxy command center in his opponent's natural, that's cheeky.
And these 2 girls are doing some work on these buildings, but they're not going to kill anything as fast as the Marines are. The SCVs are going to... No, they're just going to go for the minerals. Against the players with this Gooseman, he can't surround those stores.
And the SCVs successfully escape from from Prodigy's main and are going to make their way across to the other side of the map to the new base he is establishing in his opponent's natural.
We do have 3 STVs against 21, 3 Thors and 5 Marines against 1 tank and 15 Marines. I mean, usually I'd say that this was in Gooseman's favor, given how Prodigy's units are low on health. I've seen what Prodigy do with low health units.
I think Prodigy, with the supply advantage, might have a chance. He does have a mining base, assuming he ever sends these SCVs back to the mineral line. He's currently using them for scouting purposes to check his opponent doesn't have any hidden buildings, but now there they go back to mining.
Widow mines, you recognise in this situation that widow mines are so important because there's going to be no detection.
Oh, he sees the widow mine and backs up. That's a smart play. Dodging, he would have lost a lot of his army had he walked into that widow mine.
And stimming the Marines to try to pick out 1 Thor and then take the Thor down. Oh my god, I think... Do you think Gooseman just took this game?
I think this game's a draw.
It's 2 Marines and 21 SCVs.
If Prodigy flies a building off the map, this game is a draw.
I don't think there's any places to hide a building on this map.
There's loads... Good point. There might not be. The Thors might... The only place would be here, and I think the Thors might be able to reach down in the bottom middle.
And I mean, of course, both players know that. But, I mean, Prodigy's not giving up.
No, he's not. He's going back to mining. I mean, he's got enough time if his opponent doesn't know where he is because he's got a command center up, so he's not actually been able to scout the location of his remaining base.
I mean, a really good example of the micro of Prodigy is, I mean, if you look at his mineral and you can see that he's got 5 Starlight and 1 STV. This is actually says to help it mine faster, which greatly increases its mining.
That is true as well. Another thing we can see on Gooseman's side, he's got this Thor being repaired by an individual SCV, and I think that could win him the game later on.
I mean, he's going to run out of money soon when his gas hits 0.
I don't know how much money he has, Zane. I can't say. But
8 minerals and 0 gas now. So, I mean, he's just setting this 1 Thor at the bottom on a mission to find out where Prodigy's base is, and these 2 Marines find it. What's going to win? 2 Prodigy Marines or 2 Gooseman Marines? And wow, the Prodigy Marines actually do force him to retreat.
Well, that's interesting because that Marine was nearly dead, although there are more Marines about to pop out. I think this Thor is going to tear that base a new anus. He might want to consider flying away some of his buildings in the near future.
No, that's trademark. He might not come into play, but he respects the micro too much. It's that British hospitality coming into play.
Continuing to mine furiously, I would like to see him lift off a building so that he might be able to win the game. That would be the only way I could criticise Prodigy's play, because at the moment his play is flawless.
I mean, each Marine doing so much damage to that ball. I mean, usually that ball would still be in the green, but when Prodigy's involved, things change.
The micro was intense. I mean, this Hellion, though, is just doing so much damage to these buildings. I can't possibly imagine what he could be using that would be better at this moment.
Factories in production. I mean, if Prodigy had the money to... I mean, he has a lot of money. He has 1,700 minerals.
He does have a lot of money capped in these barracks that are building infinite marines, though.
Yeah, I mean, he might win, actually. I mean, the winner mine's going to burn the mineral line. How many kills is he going to get?
I mean, it depends if he attacks anything anytime soon. The widow mine? Oh, that's a nice hit.
And so maybe Prodigy wanted more SCVs to die, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he was trying to use them as bait to save the mining SCVs, because these SCVs aren't actually doing any work at the moment, because they're lazy.
Okay, the Helion's going to come in, and a lot of the SCVs are going to die, but the Marines are surrounded.
Oh, the 6 around! Whoa! Whoa!
And the 2 Marines of Prodigy, despite being nearly dead, managed to actually do so much damage. They killed.
And this Marine, even being a hero and taking the widow mine to the face. Look at that! He even ran away from the mineral line to save the SCVs. That was the most beautiful micro I've ever seen.
And he's going to counter-attack production. How many Thors are left? There's 2 Thors. One of them's in the medevac and is in the orange. The other one's rapidly dead.
I don't actually know what's going to happen. This might be the most exciting game of StarCraft I've ever watched.
I mean, there's a widow mine out. There's a widow mine out. Oh my god! These hogpiles it with the stores too quickly.
And the SCVs kill a Thor single-handedly. That's kind of insane.
And I mean, there's 2 things, 2 elements, a Thor and a medevac against 19 SCVs and a Marine.
But what's coming out of this factory? Zane, what is coming? I don't know. Please tell me.
Prodigy, not for the Widowmine, he recognizes how good Gooseman is at capturing.
Can a Widowmine defeat a Thor? That's the real question.
He's gone for Hellions instead because he knows that Micro is too good to rely on Widowmines.
I mean, a Siege Tank might have served him better, but the Marines are cleaning up the Thor. Oh my god, the Thor is so low! Oh, their CVs are going for the kill!
What are they doing? Oh my god, there's only 16 CVs there. There's another Marine. No, there's 2 in production and 1 Hellion. They're gonna come very soon.
The Hellions attacking the Thor's dead! The Thor's dead!
The Marine doesn't have enough DPS to kill the other Marine because there's a Medivac. The Medivac's too busy focusing on the fires.
If the Hellion attacks, the Hellion needs to... There we go, the Hellion's attacking, but the Medivac is unbelievably overpowered.
The Marine's evolved.
Oh, he's picked it up! He's picked up the Marine!
I can just look at this. Prodigy's not even falling down the mules. He knows he has that.
Oh, and he calls GG! Prodigy wins! Unbelievable scenes!
This is the kind of stuff only Prodigy can do.
That is the most exciting game of StarCraft you'll ever see in your entire life.